welcome back to my channel, and welcome to a very needed fall reset. I am home. I have been traveling. I went to 3 cities in 2 weeks. It was hectic. It was a lot. It felt like fall, which was lovely. I was on the East Coast, so there was a lot more changing season, changing colors. Now that I'm back in LA, it does not feel like fall, but I am doing a fall reset here in my home, in my day-to-day life, building new routines, getting my space to feel a little bit more, dare I say, fall-esque, because I need to embrace the changing seasons, even if the temperature outside is not really fall. So I'm going to be elevating my home to feel a little bit more cozy. I plan on hibernating. I am going into my cocoon. I need more quiet time. I need more alone time this October. If you caught my October intention Substack, you know that I need to have better boundaries. I need to be prioritizing myself. And I'm going into my cocoon. And my cocoon is my home. So I want to make sure everything here feels good. I'm creating those routines that help me. I'm getting back into my meditation. I'm doing 2 meditations a day. In case you're wondering, your girl is a little stressed. So I'm doing morning and night meditations. I used to only do usually morning meditations. Now we're doubling up because we need to hit a little reset on life and get into it. And that is exactly what we're going to do. And we're starting off with some mail, with some PR that I received while I was away. I don't normally do like PR hauls. I don't love the idea of a haul, but a lot of these packages, I do love the brands, and I love sharing what I love, and I love learning from other people. So when I watch someone else do a PR haul, as long as it's brands that they actually like, I feel like I learned something. So that is what I'm going to be doing for you as well. Okay, here is the kind of mini haul. It's really not that much, but like I said, these are some of my favorite most used brands. So let's get into it. This actually is not PR. This is something I buy myself. This is the Jolie shower head. I've been using them for 3 years. I have it in my guest bath and my own bath. Honestly, the best decision. Your skin is your biggest organ. If you're not using filtered water, just think about it. So this comes every 3 months. I don't even have to think about it. It goes right in. I'm gonna get Michael to replace it because he's taller. It's easier for him. It's not that exciting because it's just the filter, but if you have not looked at the Jolie shower heads, highly recommend it, and you won't regret it, I promise you. Next is 2 packages from my favorite brand, Uni. I talk about Uni a lot, so let's see what I got this month. Okay, 2 products from Uni. This is just their serum. This is what I use all the time. This is a travel size, which I think is so brilliant because I always bring a little one with me traveling, but now I have a little pump. And it is under 100 milliliters, so I don't have to worry about this getting confiscated. And secondly is their body oil. I've been so excited for a full bottle of this because your girl loves to moisturize. It is no secret here, I am working on having better skin, not only my face, but also my whole body. And I want to do a little body gua sha with this, something to get back into my body, feel like a little bit of a luxurious moment of caring for my skin, not just on my face, because I think it's so easy for us to just worry about this and not everything else. And so this is going to take my body care to the next level. Okay, so this is something new. This is from the brand Good Molecule, I believe. Let's see what this is. Look how cute. Ooh. I do love a moment, like an unboxing, a packaging moment. As someone who's been in the brand space, I just love these little intentional things. So there's a nice little postcard. The tissue paper is nice, but let's get to the products. We have a brightening toner, which I think will be great. A discoloration correcting serum. I think that's also very helpful, especially as you age, or shall I say as I age. Then an overnight exfoliating treatment. Love that. Love to have some overnight work, doing the work while I sleep. And then of course, a lightweight daily moisturizer. I think that one will probably go into the rotation right away just to see how my skin reacts. I will report back on how this all goes. Last, but so far not least, you know that I love this, my Vital Proteins collagen. They were so lovely to send me some more because they know how obsessed I am. So I'm excited to have more for my morning coffee, my yogurt, mixing it in, getting my collagen. If you have not tried this, this is the vanilla flavor. I'm just going to say it. You will be obsessed. I'm obsessed. It honestly makes such a huge difference. So I'm so excited to have a little re-up of this. I don't know how we feel about doing these like PR hauls. Sometimes I feel like kind of icky about it, being like, oh, look at all the things that I get. But I also just realize it's kind of a part of the biz, a part of reality. So if you hate a PR haul, please let me know. I want that feedback. I love constructive criticism. If you don't ever want to see it again, just tell me in the comments and I will take your feedback to heart. If you do want to see it, also let me know. But I think people are more likely to say when they don't want to see something. So that is the PR haul. It's not crazy. It is truly things that I do love. And again, I'm excited to try the good molecules. I will report back on that. And in the meantime, I'm going to try to cozy up the living room a little bit. I got a couple things from H&M Home just before I went away, so I didn't really have a chance to show you guys. So I'm going to highlight what I just got, add a little bit of color to the space. I picked up some doilies from a family friend when I was traveling to kind of decorate, so I might put some of those out. And then I also thrifted a picture frame in the last vlog or 2 vlogs ago if you haven't seen it. So I want to like set everything up to just really make this living room feel more of my cocoon. Do you hear that sound? The sound of cooking, the sound of a good dinner. That is another big thing that I'm focusing on in this like October reset. I know it's not the beginning of the month, but it's never too late, you know? It's never too late to get things going the way that you need to. And that's cooking. I am not a chef. I know I've talked about this before. Kitchen work is not my favorite work, but I'm working on it. And one thing I really want to focus on is just eating better, balanced meals. It's so easy for me to feel overwhelmed about like what to cook, what to make, how to make something really good. And sometimes just a basic balanced meal is good enough. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a little bit of veg, a little bit of beef, a little bit of sweet potato, and I'm having some rice. I've definitely been able to have more rice even though I'm still 90% on the AIT diet. So I'm really glad that when I have a little bit of rice, I don't feel any reaction. I don't see any reaction. So I'm going to bring together a variety of things to have a balanced meal. Is it going to be the most exciting? No. But is it going to be healthy? Yes. And that is a part of this reset, is getting back to sort of like the basics, and just eating well and feeling better in my body is a part of that, and just being a responsible adult, like not always having popcorn for dinner when I'm tired, I've had a long day. The living room is set up. I feel like I'm ready to get in my cocoon. I'm gonna have a nice dinner. And I feel like, you know, the tides are turning. Things are changing. The reset is setting. I just had a workout despite not wanting to go. I've chatted about this before. I actually was chatting with someone on Instagram the other week about how to work out when you don't want to, especially if you deal with chronic pain like I do. And today is one of those days. When I woke up, I felt a migraine coming on, and so I took a little bit of a slower morning, but I knew I really wanted to go to the gym. And something that I was saying to this person on Instagram and that I've said before is you're never going to regret going. Even if it's not a good workout, even if you don't feel your best, even if you leave feeling worse, you're not going to regret going, moving your body, and trying. And I think that is such a big thing, is that effort of showing up for yourself even when you don't want to is so underrated. We talk about it, we say it, it is like a quote on Pinterest, but it really does work. And so today I did not want to go. I'm definitely going to go home and just basically rest and see if I can get this migraine curbed so it ends today and it doesn't go into tomorrow. But I'm not regretful for going or putting the effort into actually just showing up for myself. And the way that I try to do this is I kind of time block my pain, which is a unique approach if you deal with pain. Like, I have migraines around 10 days of the month right now. It used to be closer to 20, so I feel like I'm in a better place, but even 10 days a month is a lot. So when I talk about time blocking your pain, it's about making sure that you give yourself time to show up and do things that you need to do, because pain can obviously stop you, but life continues on even if you're in pain. So I try to time block, okay, I know I need to do groceries, or I need to put the laundry away, or I need to cook dinner because I need to eat well, especially when I'm in pain, or I want to go to the gym. Whatever it may be, these are these like things that I have to do that I know I need to get done. I time block that and be like, I'm giving myself 3 hours to do those things, and then I get to rest outside of that 3 hours. So that time block is my locking in, even though I'm in pain, fighting through, just moving slower if I have to, maybe not doing it at 100%, but still doing it, still showing up. And then the reward is afterwards, I fully rest and allow myself to recover, rather than like trying something for a half hour, sitting down, trying again, and never feel like I get into a restful zone because I'm constantly looking or thinking about the things that I need to do. So we are ending the time block of what I had to do, though I do have to go pick up like 2 things from the store before I head home. But this was sort of my time block for the day, was going to the gym. I did some work on my computer prior to the gym, and I'm going to rest because my body is clearly asking for it, and I'm going to allow myself to sit in that rest and not feel guilty for it. And also, I'm just very grateful that I went to the gym and I was able to do my 10 assisted pull ups, which is what I'm still working on. 3 months, less than 3 months to do 10 unassisted pull ups. So we will see, but I'm just really glad that I went and did it. And now I feel accomplished, even though I am not feeling my best. Reporting live from the next day. I would say that I'm feeling a bit better. The migraine has not fully subsided, but it is definitely more manageable. I basically just like chilled in the dark, lit a candle, was reading my new book, Big Swiss, which I'm already very much into. It is not the book of the month for October. I'm trying to challenge myself to read 2 books. So the book of the month for October, we're still confirming. I think today is the day it should be confirmed. I'm going to tally all the votes today. So in my second act community, we vote on a book of the month and we all read it together, digest it, chat about it, all that good stuff. But I'm reading Big Swiss on my own and I'm loving it. I just really enjoy it so far. I've heard really good things. So I started reading that last night and I'm pretty deep in now because, yeah, I was really just in the dark for most of the day yesterday. And I guess the blessing is it was a weekend, so I didn't feel as bad about doing nothing all day. And today I feel a little bit better. I wouldn't say that I am 100%. I am hopeful that it's going in the direction of calming down. So it was a pretty chill morning. We went out to the farmer's market, which was so nice. Ran into a bunch of friends, which doesn't always happen at the farmer's market because it is also very chaotic and busy there. But it was just a reminder that we live in LA. We know people, we have our life here. And it was nice, again, on my mission of resetting, to get some good food, shop locally, buy some fresh vegetables, just a couple things to make sure that I am nourishing my body well this week. And then I just shot a campaign for a skincare company. And let me tell you, I tried to shoot this on my own a couple days ago, like with a tripod and like setting up all the lighting and stuff. It is so hard to shoot detailed product solo. So I ended up having to pull Michael in to help me shoot, just to get like closer moments of things that I just like was not able to do on my own. So I'm probably going to edit that now, because I want to just get that off of my to-do list, finish that brand piece, send it to them, and see if there's any feedback or approvals or anything that they need before I can just be like, we're done, invoice, on to the next. I think I'm just going to edit that now and watch some Love is Blind. The new season is out. I am behind. Everyone is talking about it. It's all over the internet and I feel FOMO, so I need to catch up. I do also love Love is Blind, so I'll probably put that on, edit, and continue this like little restful moment that I'm trying, and see if that can help the head. Part of me wants to go have like a little spontaneous afternoon drink, like cocktail or something. I don't know where that's coming from, but I think probably just the stress of life the past couple of weeks. I'm feeling like I need a moment of joy that isn't just like being on my couch, as much as I do love that moment of joy. So we'll see how I'm feeling. We'll see if Michael also wants to go out for a little spontaneous, cheeky cocktail later today, like a little happy hour or something. Maybe we can make that work. But overall, this is just reality. And part of the resetting is allowing myself to take this time to actually rest, recharge. I will probably read a little bit more and get back into a Big Swiss. And I find that I read so much more when my life feels overwhelming and stressful. It's like a bit of an avoidance approach. And I think it's a healthy one. I think it's like the healthiest way to avoid reality is by reading a book and going into an alternate universe. So I might just do that after. Unfortunately, the cheeky cocktail did not happen today. My head just decided to take a turn and continue to get worse, so I took it extremely easy. The update of the weekend has been me in the dark taking it easy, but I did a long gua sha treatment because I get a lot of tension in my jaw and in my eyebrows. This is also where I get Botox for my migraines, and they are full of knots right now. Like I was just using the gua sha on this eyebrow, which my left side is my bad side for migraines, and it's literally like 5 huge knots just through here. But the good thing is I'm getting Botox tomorrow. It'll be the first time in 6 months. I took a break to see if I felt like the Botox really helped. Turns out I think it really does help, because my migraines the past, I would say 2 months, have been pretty rough and more unpredictable in terms of how long they've lasted and sort of what their triggers are. So no cheeky cocktail for us today, but we did go get some Erewhon, which was a treat in itself. Obviously, it's not the same treat as going for a cocktail, but I will take a smoothie. I got some bagels. I've been really just craving carbs and they have really good gluten-free bagels. So that was a nice little pick me up that I'll obviously enjoy throughout the week and not just while I'm dealing with migraine. So, all in all, not as exciting of a few days because the pain has really taken over. As you can see, I'm using my under eye cream also along my smile lines because it's supposed to help with fine lines. I have fine lines here, so I figure it can do all of it. Maybe I should put a little bit on my forehead too, those fine lines. But yes, not as exciting, but it really has helped me kind of reset my energy, reset my desires of fall, what I am looking for from fall, what I'm looking to get out of really focusing back on myself, pouring back into me. And the biggest thing is just creating a life that I love, being the person and the version of myself that I love, and knowing that I can do it. Whatever it may be, I can do. So tomorrow, I'm still going to get up at my early morning rising time. I'm still going to do my morning meditation and some stretches. And I'm either going to go for a walk or I'm going to go to the gym. I'm still going to do those things because the version of myself that I love, even if she has migraines, is still showing up for herself. Even if it's small, even if it is a walk because I can't do the gym if my pain is still there, or it's just the stretches because the pain is unbearable. I'm not speaking that though. I'm saying the pain will be gone tomorrow morning. So I'm not speaking pain for tomorrow. I'm speaking no pain for tomorrow, but I'm still showing up for myself how I plan to and how I want to be. The person I want to be is how I need to just start acting. And to be honest, the only person holding myself back is me. We are our own biggest limiting belief, limiting factor, limiting reason for not being the person we want to be. But we deep down know who we want to be. So we should just start showing up as that person and acting, and even think about it as like acting as that person until it becomes natural again. Because it's so easy to feel like, well, that hasn't been me, that isn't me, or that's only me in a certain season. But the sooner you can just commit to it, become that character, method acting, like become that person, you will become that person. So I'm going to get into bed. I'm going to watch another episode of Love is Blind. I'm going to read Big Swiss, and I am going to have a great night's sleep. And tomorrow is a new day and likely a better day than today. Can you tell that I just got my Botox done? I can always see all the bumps of where they put it in. But the main thing is it is in. My neurologist's office is truly like the best place because you walk in, the lights are dim, they understand majority of people that are there have migraines. It's a calm environment, even though I'm getting 60 plus injections in my head and my neck and my shoulders. It's oddly relaxing. My neurologist though was saying how tight my jaw and my temples are, so she gave me a little extra specifically in the jaw to see if that can help with just all the tightness that radiates into my neck and down into my shoulders. So in 2 weeks, I'm going to be a little frozen face, but I'm also going to be feeling better. That is something that I'm holding out for because it's been a rough couple of days and I realize the Botox does help. Sometimes you do have to stop something to really see if it makes a difference. So I'm glad that I did allow myself to stop, check in, and realize, yes, it does help. And I had a pretty chill morning. I did my morning routine. I did my stretches. I went for a walk. I didn't record my walk because my friend FaceTimed me and she got engaged. So basically the walk was just like a lovely catch up with her about the engagement, how the proposal went, all of those things. So that was just such a lovely start to the morning to have such good news. Like, I love. I love seeing my friends in love. I love seeing people fall in love. I love seeing just that like desire and commitment towards one another and the respect of a relationship. I just think it's so special. So that was such a little sweet start to the morning. And I'm actually headed off to go to the bookstore because we have decided our book of the month, which is Moderation. So I'm going to go pick that up. I also need to get a new notebook because I'm taking on more work for Q4. Brands are looking to lock in for Q4, so I'm doing a lot more work in the next foreseeable future. So the vlogs may start to feel a little bit different because I am basically going to be back to my computer a lot, which I'm actually excited for. I know how important it is for brands to grow, to succeed in Q4, ending their year off right. And I just feel like I'm excited to be able to be a part of that. So I need to get a new notebook for some of the new clients that I'm going to be working with so I can keep things organized. So the bookstore feels like a really great place to go right now while I let this Botox settle in my face, my neck, and just enjoy the last couple of days of a little bit slower pace before things start to pick up. And maybe I might stop at Nordstrom and look at those flats that I did not purchase a couple of weeks ago that have been on my mind. I'm going to see if they have my size in stock as well. I picked up my new notebook, which is just very classic, a simple black notebook, and I got the pen holder. I was talking to the cashier about this. This pen loop is like, it seems unnecessary. You just put it in, it holds your pen, but it is not unnecessary because it'll keep my pen. And I got this cute little black and blue, one of those like push pens. Do you remember these? Maybe I'm aging myself, but so fun. So this way I can always have my pen with my notebook, and I have lost so many pens because I always just like put it in my bag or I put it on top of the notebook, and then when I pick the notebook up, it rolls away. So this way I am prepared to take notes for all the things that I need to take notes for. And then the most exciting is the new book. Picked up Moderation at the book club read this month. I'm so excited. It's been so fun buying the physical book for the book club rather than reading it on my Kobo, which I do love, but I think there's just like something so nice about holding and then having them at the end of the year. I will probably put them in like one of those little libraries or donate them because I don't need that many books to have in the home. If it's something that I would read again, then I keep it. If it's a one and done, then it goes. But I also found these little photo strips that I found this photo strip that Michael and I took when we were in Montreal. I was in my journal and I slipped in the back and I totally forgot about it. So now I'm going to use it as my bookmark in my new book. So you can just slip that in and I'll have my bookmark. I don't have to do the doggy ear or anything. And I think it's a cute way to have us and our love. I mean, going back to talking about love, to have our love with me when I'm reading, which truly is like the two things I love, our love and reading. So those two things combined just feels so appropriate. And I'm actually going to I think I'm going to make a coffee because I only had one coffee today and I am feeling low, like the energy is dipping. And I'm actually going to ice my face because I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but I am bruising already from the Botox. This is what happens when you are a bit sensitive. I am a bit sensitive. I also bruise extremely easy. Supposedly that's related to endometriosis. One of my doctors told me. Not really sure, but I think I'm going to put some ice on here and on my forehead because it's starting to bruise as well. And have a coffee and get some work done and just be present. Just enjoy the coffee, enjoy icing my face, and not feel like I should be rushing, because today is not a rushing day. There's gonna be more days for that, but today is not the day that I want to rush.